To grow, well, I'm just going to rangers.
Yeah, and look, I think there's also a difference between falling short and being, I guess. I think I've seen this a lot in the discussion about free speech.
Good morning. I think I just had my best night's sleep ever in the back of the car. I recently swapped out my Xped mat that I was using, the inflatable plus foam one, for a Hest just straight up memory foam mattress. And I think it's the best decision I've ever made in terms of things to go in the car because I slept so well. It brushes off really easy. It doesn't hold on to dirt and grime quite like the Xped did. And it also has no risk of popping, which is what had happened to the Xped. I ended up having probably 3 or 4 holes in it. I found 2 of them and could not find the others, and it just kept deflating after about 10 minutes. So in my last trip in the car, I pretty much just slept on the plywood the entire time, which is not ideal. But my good sleep aside, Tara and I are about to pack up camp to get back on the road. This weekend, we're just doing a good old-fashioned road trip. I don't know where we're going. I don't know where we're gonna end up, but I know that as much as we like the quiet of this spot, we don't love the bugs and all the OHV traffic during the day. So I'm gonna finish packing up camp and we're gonna hit the road and hopefully find one of our other favorite spots a little bit further south where we can settle in for the day, maybe have a fire tonight, and just enjoy some peace and quiet outdoors.
You think I'd taken a trip around the sun if you spent one day in the head I've been given? You'll find me spinning, but won't see me dead.
All right, before we find camp, I had to stop in one of my favorite little San Luis Valley towns. I haven't been here actually since the last time I was in the Bigfoot, now that I think about it, which is crazy. But I stopped in for a cinnamon roll. These have to be some of the best that I've ever had. They're sourdough and just perfectly gooey and cinnamony. And the star of the show today is a loaf of baked sourdough bread. And I got this for dinner tonight because I purchased some bison and huckleberry sausages the other day, which I'm also very excited to try, and I think they're gonna pair really well together. Before we leave town, I am gonna go and see if I can find some firewood, just because we are in the high desert and there's not really any wood to speak of. So that way we can cook our dinner tonight over the fire, which is just gonna really put a cherry on top of this whole trip, I think.
Read the books, implement the tools to the best of their ability, evolve their mind.
Check bags. There's no room for fear now. Yeah, I know that it all comes and it all goes. I'm just trying to live.
All right, I think we actually found it, guys. We are surrounded by trees, but in a clearing for solar. We have a great fire pit right here, and we're only about a mile from a pond that I didn't even know that existed. So I think this afternoon, Tara and I are gonna take our walk. We're gonna go up there, go jump in the water, cool off a little bit, and then settle in for the night at camp.
Okay, you're right, I admit that I am pessimistic. 'Cause the less you want and the less you need, the less you'll be disappointed. Humans are good, but they're bad. And I know I'm not exempt from that. But I still can't help but to see that the world is not how as it should be. But then I hold her little hand, or walk by the sea in the sand, or stand in front of a painting by Monet, and they all seem to say.
Back from the lake, and can I just say that fall is timing it perfectly this year, because I've officially hit the point where I'm actually watching the sun go down thinking you could go behind the mountain a little faster, because it is so freaking hot. We're almost at 10,000 feet right now, which definitely does not help, but it's almost 80 degrees up at 10,000 feet, and the leaves are just starting to change, as you guys saw on our drive in. But I'm someone who has been wishing for fall, and coming from someone who loves summer, that feels crazy to say, but I think Denver kind of ruined me this year. With so many days above 95 or 100 degrees, I have just been dying for some cooler weather. All said, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting camp ready for tonight, because the sun is rapidly declining in the sky, and I wanna make sure that we have enough time tonight to make dinner and enjoy before it gets too cold. If today wasn't already good enough, I mean, one, look at the moon behind us. Two, the weather, especially by the fire, is absolutely perfect. Dinner, that sourdough was insane, roasted over the fire. The huckleberry bison sausage that I just had to have, Tara and I both loved it. And tonight I'm treating myself because my parents, for my birthday, got me an REI gift card. So I got myself this Backpacker Pantry creme brulee, which is my favorite dessert. It is 2 servings, I think, so I probably am just gonna do half of this into my little AeroPress cup because I forgot all of my bowls and plates for this trip, and enjoy it by the fire to cap off the night.